Well, this is a book about two young people, brilliant, full of ambitions, with grand plans about the future, that they are willing to take major risks in order to fulfill their goals. And the book describes the way that they are climbing in the social ladder and advance their career while they are taking major risks in order to do it. Thomas Heiselberg is a young man in Germany. He's working for an American company. Basically, Thomas is a marketing man. He's one of the best marketing men in Germany. He can make every crazy idea sounds reasonable and real, and he can create a model for everything. Basically, Thomas is a salesman, and he's one of the best speakers in Germany. The only problem, Thomas could have been a great man under capitalism in any corporation, but the only thing that Thomas is living in the 30s. So in the end of the line, after his company leaves Germany, he gives his talents to the Nazi bureaucracy and becomes part of the Nazi apparatus. Sasha is a young woman who lives in Leningrad. Her dream is to be a poet. She wants to be a poet, and what she wants to be is a poet in Paris, basically, by the way. But when she's 22, all her parents and her brothers are being arrested because of treason in the Soviet regime, and she has to save them. In order to save them, she's becoming part of the Soviet secret police, the NKVD. Basically, her role is very interesting. She's an editor in the NKVD. She's an editor in the secret police. She works with accusers that they confess about their crimes, and she writes the best confession. Basically, she writes novels that are confessions of accusers. And I think that her job is really interesting because Sasha is writing sort of novels in the most horrible secret police in the history. Basically, the biggest question that the books ask is what are you willing to do in order to become grand in your country? What risks are you willing to do, and what are you willing to sacrifice in this interesting way to advance your career and achieve your goals? Robert Musil, the author of The Man Without Qualities, once wrote that a historical novel is only interesting if it also says something about the contemporary time. And I truly believe in it. Most of the novels about the Second World War describe evil, like a science fiction novels about evil and crazy people. I wanted to write a novel that will be also interesting for our time. And I think that the main question of good people is this question. A man goes out to the world, he believes in certain things, in certain ethics, certain values, and then he encounters the forces of the regime, the apparatus, the corporation in our time. He wants something from them to advance himself, to create social mobility, etc., and they want his talents. And the question is what he's willing to do in order to advance his career and to advance his goals.